You put that fear into me. I used to like getting messages. Now I'm like, oh God. I reply.
You're only the third most ignorant person I know.
I'm not ignorant.
You're the third.
How am I ignorant?
You don't respond. I send you a message, you don't respond.
Because we talk later on.
We don't, half the time don't even remember the conversation.
What conversation if we're talking later on and we didn't talk in the message?
Because someone didn't reply.
Because I was busy at the time, and you know what? By the time I got to it, it was like 9 o'clock, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk to him anyway.
So basically, you saw it, but you thought, you know what? I'm good.
You do that all the time. You've told me you do that all the time. Think of poor Adam.
Adam.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later, bro. See you at the session.
See you at the session. Hello there.
Morning.
Well, it's afternoon, actually.
Oh, well, it's close enough. Besides, at least I'm on time.
I know, right? Check you out.
I know, right? I mean, thank you. I am good.
Yeah, it's actually a trick. You're 5 minutes late.
Well, you know what? At least it's not 50, so I say progress.
I mean, it's progress, but you're still late. Anyway, doesn't matter. I have some big news for us.
No. Go on.
I have managed to set us up a meeting to pitch our show on the 18th of March.
Excuse me?
Well, I got in touch with one of my old tutors from university. I told them about what we're doing, like putting a show together, and they seemed really excited about it. They've offered us the chance to pitch it, and if they like it and it goes well, they're going to help us publicize this and get it out there. So yeah, great news for the show.
That is great news for the show, except there's a little flaw with that.
What flaw?
We don't have a show to pitch. We've barely got an idea.
That part's easy. I mean, we had a few ideas last week.
We literally wrote superhero on a piece of paper.
That's still technically an idea. But I had an idea as well.
Do you even remember it?
Give me a minute. Here it is. It was in the same vein of a science fiction-based show, except I thought that maybe we could just use the genre as a filter or a lens to analyze problems or issues that are rife throughout society, so that we can put a unique spin onto them, so that they don't come across as derivative or overdone.
So I memorized it then now?
No, not yet. I'm getting there, though. One day I'll have it.
One day. But anyway, like I said, we've just got an idea. We've got one idea and one very confusing line.
I mean, I've got an idea.
Okay. Let's hear it then.
Okay. Probably end up liking this one. It is, well, the idea I had was to have a feature-length show, but actually split up into 3 smaller ones. So, think of it as kind of like a treehouse of horror, but for science fiction. So each story would be unconnected and deal with their own separate issues and have their own separate plots. Like, we could have one where you could have 2 brothers, coming back together, bonding, reconnecting, trying to sort out their differences. We could have one where somebody's thrown into this mysterious room and has to, find a way to deal with their guilt. And a third one could be about the complexity of emotions, like with every performer taking on a different emotion, but showing the variety that those emotions can have, and that it's not just a one-to-one kind of deal. What do you think about that?
Honestly, it's a bit shit.
Oh.
Well, sorry, that was actually a little bit harsh. It's just one of them. I'm just not convinced anyone's really gonna want to be a part of that. That looks like a lot of effort.
Oh, great improvement.
You know what? I've said worse.
You know what? You've said better. You know what? Here's your chance to say better. Pitch your idea, eh? What have you got? Stage is all yours. Go for it.
Okay, then. You know what? Well,
I'm
well,
waiting.
it's one of them. Like, well, if you give me a chance, I might do.
Go on then.
Well, anyway, it's one of them. It's like we're just, well, the idea. It's not really an idea. It's just more of a, like, style.
An
It's
idea,
just,
isn't it?
it isn't. If you give me a chance, I'm just trying to get the words out. It's actually a little more difficult than I thought.
Yeah,
But
an idea.
You know what I've just realised?
Go on. What have you just realised?
I don't know. I haven't had the pee for a while.
Okay.
No, jinx it. I have to pee. Back in a minute.
Oh my god. Every time. Every goddamn. Hello, Wanda.
Got it! I'm back.
Successful trip, was it?
Was actually very enjoyable. But anyway, my idea. I did actually have a idea where, what if we actually brought in, we said yesterday, well, not yesterday, the other week, where we talked about superheroes and Marvel DC. What if we actually did a piece where we got old, old superheroes that not many people know about, bring them together and they talk about, and they discuss their stories and all that, on that stuff.
So what would you actually do with these characters?
Well, like I said, you bring basically you would bring characters that not many people would know about, bring them together, and you talk about some of their classic stories that were very popular, back in the day, but not many people now would actually have heard of them. And then they talk about, like I said, all their adventures and how they feel like they've not really, gotten any credit for it. So what do you think?
I think that it's definitely an idea. It's just that I really, really, really do not want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, just don't take it personally. I just despise the idea, honestly. I don't think that anybody would want to be a part of that. And I don't know what person would be foolish enough to even attempt to make that.
Wow. I mean, at least it's honesty hour.
Like, you called my show horrible before.
I called it shit, actually. At least get it right.
Oh, what, as opposed to your show? Like, what was your show called?
My show, you know what? Worlds Not Noticed.
Are you serious?
That's a good name. Shut up.
Oh, no, it's my show is 1,000 times better than that one.
How is it? Literally, someone's stuck in a room. Someone's stuck in a room, dealing with the guilt. Are you serious? I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's been done to death.
No, that is an emotional powerhouse of a show that everybody would love. That'd be critically acclaimed by everyone who saw it.
Would it really, though?
100%.
And also, different actors doing different emotions. Really? What? Someone's gonna be happy all the time, picking daisies?
No, I literally say it's about the complexity of it. You didn't listen to the pitch.
Oh my god!
It's supposed to be a fun show.
Listening to it. Oh my god!
Well, it's fun. It's thought-provoking. It's deep. It's awesome.
It's shite. It's boring.
As opposed to Worlds Not Noticed. All you're going to do is just have two superheroes going, oh, I've got a problem. I've also got a problem. Oh, look, we're superheroes. Oh, okay. What's the point? Who's going to watch that?
You know what? I've heard people actually like that. It's interesting. It's characters that many people don't actually know. You know what?
Yes, so who would watch them? I wouldn't write that show in a billion years. Nobody would write that show in a billion years. All it is just two superheroes on a Zoom call talking.
No.
I think we need a breather. Let me guess.
Yep.
You've got to go pee, haven't you?
I do, actually.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. How about magic?
No, just no.
Oh
I've
no.
tried doing anything about magic before. It's a fun idea, but it's so complicated. You've literally got to think about so much, like sigils, how it's done, like where it can be done, like what's the source, like the price of it. Oh my god, I'm getting started on the price. Trust me, it's just not. It's so much complicated than you actually realize.
So not magic.
Not magic.
Not magic. Yeah, to be fair, with my first name, I'm asking for trouble there, aren't I?
To be fair, I probably wouldn't stop.
You wouldn't, yeah. Be like primary school all over again.
The good old days.
Oh, that was a living hell.
How about why don't we do a thing about time travel instead?
No, way too complicated. If you're off by even one day, you're stuck with time paradoxes, time loops, how you even get the time rates involved. It's just so unnecessarily complicated. Trust me, don't go near it.
So that's a no on the time travel then.
That's a no on the time travel.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. The amount of Doctor Who, Flash, and Back to the Future reference we do wouldn't get any work done. I mean, like, seriously. Great Scott!
I always wondered, who is Scott?
We don't know. We
Like,
don't know.
is he like a family member? Like, is that like his dad or his granddad? Like, at that point, why would you call it Scott? It should be like great dad, because you don't call the parents by the first name, do you?
Why'd you call it Great Dad? That's just...
Because if his dad's name's Scott, then you don't call it by his first name, do you?
Yeah,
That's
but I don't
weird.
think you're going to go out randomly and say, Great Dad. It's like...
You get a few strange looks, but you also get strange looks if you look like that. Look like Doc Brown going around shouting Great Scott everywhere.
You know what? I think they'd be more focused on the time machine that's actually DeLorean.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah. We're screwed, aren't we?
Pretty much.
I mean, your ideas suck.
Yep. Screw off. You suck.
At least my ideas don't. I've given us alternatives. You just all you pitched. No, all you pitched was two people just talking on screen. Who's ever going to watch that?
You know what? I reckon a lot of people would actually like that. So you know what? Screw you.
It's a very repetitive and boring format. A bit lazy.
You're boring, lazy, and format.
I don't even need
Yeah.
to take the piss out of that. You're just mocking yourself there.
You know what? I know what I said.
Oh, so come on, we need to think of a show fast. What can we do?
I mean, look, at this point, this isn't working. How about, to make this a little easier, why don't we just bring someone else in?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe someone else's influence could inspire us.
That, and I was just going to say, they do all the work. And
I mean, yeah, that's a really good idea because you and I, we cannot do this.
I mean, I think there was a reason we actually haven't done this show together in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think there's a very good reason for that. So who do you know? Who can you bring in?
Well, I do know actually someone who can find very obscure scripts, and if we need to, we can just adapt around them. So
Yeah, and I know people who are really good at dark comedies, and hell, even could get us a musical if we needed to.
that does sound interesting, to be honest. So we can work around that. And plus, if needs be, as a backup, we can always do a Shakespeare piece.
We could, yeah. I mean, it'd be really interesting to do a Shakespeare piece, wouldn't it?
It would, very, very fond of his work. It's just.
Oh my god.
I was going to keep going, but I couldn't.
Oh, you tried. I'll give you that. You really tried.
Oh god. No, I needed that. I needed
Yeah.
that.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so we're bringing
Oh,
people in. I'm going to guess that I've got to set up these meetings.
yeah, I think you know the answer to that.
Yes, I definitely do. Okay, send over the details of the people you want to bring in. I'll work on the other people I want to bring in. Fingers crossed, it just helps give us an idea because we are already running out of time.
Yeah.
And I would say maybe we continue working on our own shows, but we're going to disagree anyway. All right, I'm going to head off then. I'll let you know in the meantime if we're able to get anyone. If not, I will see you at this brainstorming session next week at
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Well done. Don't be 5 minutes late next time.
Shut up. I said I'll try to find people myself, so you know.
Fingers crossed this works.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.